Okay. Uh, so welcome to this data science and Gen AI course. So I am Prashant Kumar. I will be the instructor for this course. I will give a brief background about myself. I am a postgraduate in data science itself from IIT Delhi back in 2015, and I have been in the AI domain for the last 8-9 years working for different MNC companies. So I have a total 9 years of experience, 8 to 9 years of experience in this field. So what we will discuss today in this class is basically what is this profile or field of IT field, or you can say profile of data science and Gen AI. So first of all, we have to understand actually what is data science and AI. So I have written these two words differently. So there must be some difference between these two words. Yeah, there is acute difference between these two things. Data science particularly means to extract meaningful insights or information from data. That is pure data science. Sometimes it is called as data analytics as well, synonyms, one or the same thing. So basically, the data science is the art of basically getting all the information insights that you can use to grow your business or any organization. That will be called as data science. And what is this AI, artificial intelligence, how it is different from data science? So in AI mechanism, you don't have to get any insights from data, but you have to learn from data. The same thing as humans learn from their experience, can we learn from data? So if there is a mechanism where we can learn from data, then that system will be called as AI or artificial intelligence. So there is acute difference between these two things. That's why our course is data science and AI. So in that Gen AI, we will discuss what is Gen AI and everything, but the core concept, you have to make a difference out of it. So giving an example of data science to extract meaningful insights. So I will show you one report out of Power BI. So here the data is around US energy consumption data. So the energy consumption, we have electricity, gas, water for different cities and for different buildings. What was the consumption pattern? That is the base data. Out of that base data, I have created a visual dashboard report in Power BI. So Power BI is a data visualization tool. So what task I am doing? I am doing some data science activity or data analytics activity where I am representing all the data in visual formats, and that will be called as data science. And this is one example. You can see you can filter out of any of the city, and the all the data and around that particular location will be filtered out. How many, what was the cost of consumption? If you want to see for a particular building, you can filter that also. You can filter specific to water, what was the cost and how many units of water was consumed. So all kind of base data. So from raw based data, so this is raw data, we have converted this into some analytics form. This process is known as data science. And AI, how it is different from data science? AI, in AI systems, the main mechanism is to learn from data, not show insights, don't show any information, don't visualize anything. You have to learn from the data, same as the humans learn from experience. So that is the acute difference. So next we will discuss what is the goal of AI. So through goal of AI is basically to mimic human intelligence, correct? uh, so human intelligence covers lot of aspects: logical reasoning, planning, natural language processing, intelligence in the terms of experience. If you gain more experience, you will be more intelligent about that particular field. So that is the goal of AI, to mimic human intelligence and make a system that can learn from data. So that is the goal of AI. So we will go to a broad ecosystem, how this AI system ecosystem is defined. So the AI term was first introduced in back in 1956. So the AI is basically the field of computer science that seeks to create intelligent machines that can replicate human intelligence. The same thing I talked about. So this is a field of computer science. So artificial intelligence is just a branch or a particular branch of science, computer science, where we have learned some mechanism to learn from data and mimic human intelligence. So how do we do this artificial intelligence? We do it through machine learning algorithms. So what is machine learning? Is a subset of AI that deals with mathematical equations that can learn from data. So enables machine to learn from existing data and improve upon data and make decisions and predictions. So the mechanism through which we do AI is called as machine learning. So machine learning algorithms are there. So not, machine learning is nothing but some mathematical model. When we fit it to the data, it can generalize that data and make predictions out of it. We will talk about this machine learning in next slides, just to give a broad ecosystem how every words are related to each other. So inside machine learning there is a topic called as deep learning. So now this deep learning is a mechanism or ML algorithm that mimics human brain functionality through neural network mechanism or algorithm. So just like human brains work, so when you learn anything, some neurons start to build in your brain and they interconnect and you gain experience around that particular topic. So same kind of mechanism can we implement for computers, that will be called as deep learning, and we achieve this deep learning through neural networks. We will talk about it. Now, the latest thing that has come out of all this AI thing is the generative AI, what you can say, ecosystem. So, what is this generative AI? So, it is the very focused machine learning models that can generate new data from learning from whatever data you have trained it on. So the most probable example of generative AI is the Chat GPT. So Chat GPT, what is this Chat GPT? If I'll show you. So this is Chat GPT. So what is Chat GPT? So Chat GPT is an AI model that has learned just like a human being languages, different languages, English, all kind of languages it has trained upon. So ChatGPT is an AI language model developed by OpenAI, uh, designed to understand and generate human-like text. So in the background, what this particular AI model has learned, it has learned the language and it can respond in a text-based manner. It also can respond in a speech-based manner. So the acute difference that I talked about was AI systems, how it is different from data science. AI systems can learn from data. So generative AI is basically a subset of AI models that can generate new data based on whatever they have trained it for. So if you have trained multiple images, it can generate images out of text. So whatever input you give, it can generate images. We will look into all kind of examples just for understanding the ecosystem. Next, you have to understand how is a AI software developed. What are the steps involved in this particular software development, AI software development? So there are not many, 5 to 6 steps are only there. Whatever the project may be, it will revolve around 5 to 6 steps. The steps you have to remember. You don't have to remember any technical specifications. You have to remember the steps. The first step basically to design an AI software is to define a goal. I will explain this with a live example. So when you go to this Google and go for this Google News, what you can see, so I'm from India, it will show, I will go for the world news. So what you can see, uh, all the articles related to one particular topic is coming in group. So some Israel related topic news, it is coming in one section. Some other topic in all the articles related to one topic is coming together. So what is the goal here? First, they would have defined their goal. So their goal was to basically collect all type of news articles related to one particular type or topic together. This was the goal. So the first step is to define the goal and then collect data. So what they have collected in the background, the Google company, so they collected all the topics and all the articles around that topic, that is the base data they have collected. The goal is to basically show all the news articles related to one topic together. That is their goal. So collected all the articles around all the data points, all the news. The second or third step, basically one or the same. What they have done, they have done some data pre-processing. Now understand. So the second step is basically they have collected all data. Now what they will do is they will take keywords out of each of the news article. For example, Israel, some Israel airstrike, Israel. If we go for some other topic, so for example, this. India's PM, he has gone for Quad Summit. So there is a keyword called Quad Summit. Now this Quad Summit or Quad will be repeated in every news article. Quad. So this kind of keywords in the data pre-processing, they will collect which keywords are coming how many times, what is the frequency, what is the any other topic related to a particular person. So here there is a Prime Minister of India, so he's talking about something. So this all points will come into data transformation processing, sometime called as feature engineering also. Feature means data points. The next thing is after collecting all the data and pre-processing, they will feed it to some ML algorithm. Now this ML algorithm is nothing but some mathematical equation that can learn which article will come together. So specifically here, it will use some clustering algorithm. Now this clustering algorithm, what it does is it collects all data points and group it together based on their similarity. So that will be the fourth step, model building, or same step is called as training also. After training the model, we will evaluate and see if the model is working correct or not. And everything is good, then we will deploy our AI software or AI model. So these are the only steps. You have to only remember the steps, not any mechanism or any technicality. So whatever project, it will revolve around this points only. So uh, so this, if you understand these steps, it will be very easy to understand any kind of real world examples. So for example, real world applications of AI, we can say predict interest of audience on different online video streaming platform. So YouTube. So if for example you also have faced same scenario, when you see a particular topic of video in YouTube and you close it, and next time when you go to YouTube, the same type of topic by different content creators, the video it will recommend. So if you will see some movie review, some other content creators movie review of same movie will come to you in the next time when you open your YouTube. So what is there in the background? So there is an AI that learns your pattern of behavior, or what kind of subscriptions you have done, what kind of videos you like, what kind of videos topic you search on YouTube. So based on those data points, it can recommend new videos similar to your interest. So that is an AI in the background. So nobody is sitting in the background and giving you suggestions of videos. There is an AI built around in the backend that suggests or recommends you new videos based on your interests. The same thing, effective targeting of advertisements. So advertisements, so Google 80% revenue comes from advertisement. So if I search data science in my area, it will show some sponsored or advertisements. If I'll say data science course, it will show the see sponsored means it is basically a ad somebody is running to promote their business. Whatever sponsored it is written, it is an advertisement. And same thing in YouTube also, whatever topic you search, same kind of if you have searched for some food, so next time when you open your YouTube, you will get some advertise around some food app, something like that. So this effective targeting of advertisement, the biggest example is Google, because 80% revenue of Google comes from advertisement. So in the background there is an AI system that learns what are you are searching, and related to that it will suggest businesses around you with same type of services they provide. So that is a real world example. You can, so there are a number of example, we will see more. I will just want to next step is basically to understand this ML algorithms. What are these ML algorithms? So ML algorithms are a mechanism to build AI softwares. So when I say AI is a system that can learn from data, the backbone of that particular AI system is the ML algorithm, machine learning algorithm. So machine learning algorithm is a subset of AI that enables system to learn and make predictions out of that particular data. So the machine learning is nothing but some mathematical model equation. You solve some equation by giving your past data, and it can predict something in the future. That's it. So simplest form, if you want to understand, machine learning is a mathematical model that can take data as an input, and in return in the output it can predict in the future. That's it. So we'll see what type of machine learning algorithms are there. So basically they are divided into three categories. The first category is supervised learning. So supervised learning means you will have ample amount of data pre-hand that can be used to learn or train the AI model. Then that will be called as supervised learning. I will give one more example to you. I will just say, uh, just a minute. Okay. So for example, this one. So what is the project here? It is basically to recognize digits. So we uh, from pre-hand know that there are 0 to 9 digits, and whatever two digits are repeated of all this single digit numbers, right? From 0 to 9, it will the 10 digits will be there. And how they look, we all know from previous only. 0 like looks like this. Somebody has some writing and different handwritings, it will have some different format, but the overall gist of how 0 looks is like this. One, how 1 looks like this. So we prior only we know how these digits look like. So what type of learning it will be called? Supervised learning, because we have pre-trained labels or pre-labeled data beforehand that we can use to train the model. Correct? Uh, so for example, this one. So if you want to make a computer learn to play chess, so we know already that chess has white and black labels, and whatever um, mm, steps you take, it is defined for a particular for example, queen can take diagonal and all directions, right? So we all know what kind of moves a particular pattern can take. So there if we develop some ML algorithm, it will be called as supervised learning. So supervised learning, we have prior data with us that can be used to train the AI model or machine learning model. So in supervised also there are two categories. So first one is called classification, where the ML algo will train to differentiate between classes. So classes can be anything. So it will differentiate between classes. I will give you one example. So for example, here. So here what we are training this particular AI to recognize is face. What is the expression of the face? So we already know how a happy face looks like. So it will be a smiling face. How a sad face looks like. So we already know how face expressions go according to emotions, correct? So that's why supervised. In that supervised learning, we have to classify based on what expression they are giving. We have to classify between, is it a happy face, is it a sad face, or whatever emotions we have. So we have to divide between classes. So that type of machine learning models are called as classification. One more example I can give is based on MRI scan, tell me if there is a tumor or not. So tumor detection. So detection and classifications are synonyms. So wherever detection is written, you directly understand it is basically classification. So what I can show here is, see, we have images. And why supervised? Because there are n number of data where doctors can tell there was a tumor or not. So pre-hand we have all kind of data. So original image with tumor, original image without tumor. So we will train the AI model how without tumor MRI looks like, and then we will train how an MRI with a tumor looks like. And that particular AI will learn, and when we give a new MRI scan, it can detect whether there is a tumor or not. So what are we doing? We are doing classification. We are dividing into classes. So uh, the classes can be multi-class or binary. So in binary it is 1 or 0. So 1, there was a tumor. 0, there was no tumor. So in classes we will divide. So more than one classes, multi-class classification algorithms we call it. Second type of supervised learning is called regression, where we learn to predict continuous values. Continuous values. For example, sales forecast. For a particular company, we have last 3 years of sales data monthly basis. So what we want to do, we want to forecast in the future 6 months how much can be the forecast of sales in the coming. So if I'll say forecast, so whatever continuous values we try to predict is called as regression. So why supervised? Because we have last 3 years of sales data. So machine learning is nothing but some mathematical model that we can fit into the data. So what we have fitted? We have fitted a line into the data. Now, if I uh, give a new data point, we can project between that particular line and tell the output. That's it. This is machine learning. So machine learning is nothing but fit some mathematical model into the data. Here we have fitted a line into the data, and based on this line, I can predict not with absolute certainty, with minimum error. I can tell that this can be the sales coming down the 3 months, 6 months, and that they will set as target for their next 6 months sales. So the two types of supervised learning, what you can say, classes we have. So systems we have, classification and regression. Now, the second type of machine learning models are unsupervised learning. Unsupervised means we don't have any kind of learning mechanism prior hand. So we don't have any mechanism to learn from data because we don't have past data around that particular learning process. So what kind of algorithms these are called? So these are called unsupervised. So same example as Google News. We had some goal, but we didn't had any data. So our goal was to collect all news articles related to one topic together. That's it. We didn't have any data prior hand. So that kind of unsupervised learning, we apply clustering algorithm. Clustering algorithm. The clustering algorithm, what it does is basically collects all data points together based on the data inputs. So whatever similarity it can find out, it will collect all the data points related to one similarity together. That's it. Only one algorithm we use, and after doing clustering, the data is converted to supervised. Then we can apply classification, regression, anything. So the clustering will give classes. Then you can use it for doing classification, you can do it for using regression also. The third type of learning is called reinforced learning. The simplest way to understand this reinforced learning is wherever there is a mechanism to learn human behavior or something we humans learn, that will be called as reinforced learning. So what does human learn? Human can learn anything. Human can learn language. Humans can, they learn to drive cars. So if I'll say Tesla has their own driving cars, right? So what type of AI systems are there? So basically reinforced learning. So autonomous car. So what this particular AI is to learn, it has to learn driving, right? Driving means what? Change gear, move left, move right. That is the output. Basically, you also do the same thing based on your understanding. So input will be some camera, some radar type of detection system, proximity sensor. This will be the input to the AI, and based on that, it can detect path, it can detect obstacles and decide whether to move forward at what speed and how much distance it should occupy between two objects. So that is the learning process basically. So the deep learning comes into reinforced learning only, where we develop algorithms that can mimic human brain activity. So neural networks. So the core of the deep learning process is neural networks. So this is a neural network where we give input in one side, and through layers it can learn different things around that particular input and decide what can be the output mechanism, or what can be the output combinations based upon whatever input you have given. We will go in deep in everything, and through coding, through Python coding, we will do all kind of machine learning applications we will develop and solve a number of use cases. Just for understanding, I have given you a brief about what are machine learning algorithms. Okay, so as I talked previously also, generative AI is a specific part of machine learning that we have segregated, because this generative AI is one step extra. So you have trained the AI model to learn from data. Now this generative AI is one step extra, in the sense that whatever it has learned, it can generate a new response by itself. So whatever it has learned, for example, you learn language. Now you have to write some article or some topic, you have to write something. So what do? You conjure your vocabulary and thought process, and you try to mimic it in the pen pencil and write your article, right? Or whatever in laptop or blog you are writing, for example. So what you do, you have learned your language. Now you are creating new a response based on your use case, and producing articles, blogs, whatever. The same kind of mechanism can a computer also do. So yes, that particular thing recently has been popularized by OpenAI when they developed their generative AI model named as ChatGPT. But they were working on that particular model from very beginning, 2008, 2009. It became famous because of its availability in 2021-22, but they were working on that project from last 15 years. So ChatGPT is a basically large language model. Large language in the sense, whatever AI model it has learned based on large data set. So ChatGPT is particular AI model that has learned from the entire internet data. So to understand how a particular generative AI mechanism works is basically to pre-train. So whatever training we have done from past data, how it can create responses, and how that particular response is what you can say, you have to evaluate also, right? So the response is coming correct or not. So that is done through the transformer. So I will give a brief overview of how the generative AI works in the background. So this mechanism or architecture is of ChatGPT. You understand, this is ChatGPT background. So ChatGPT, what it does, so whatever large document it is written, it is basically nothing, the entire internet data. The entire internet data, they have split into different chunks based on topics. So same type of topics or same type of similarity based all input, they have differentiated. First step. So this is called a split into smaller chunks. The huge data is split into smaller chunks. Now the computer works on binary 0 and 1. So we as a human understand language, but computer doesn't know what is language, right? So it understand only 0 or 1 binary format. So to understand this language, it has to be converted into some number format that can be fed to that computer to understand. So that particular step is called embedding. Sometimes it is called vectors. So this vectors is nothing but whatever text you have given, it will convert into number format, and it will store in such a way that it can understand what exactly it means. So in the backend, we will go in deep how this embedding works. But for simplicity, just understand computer understand only 0 and 1 binary. So to understand text, it has to be converted into some number format that is called as embedding. Now this, after converting this embedding, it is stored in vector database. Now all the internet data ChatGPT has stored in vector database. Now you ask some question. So I ask some question. I ask this question itself. What is ChatGPT? Correct. I asked what is ChatGPT. So this is the user query. What is ChatGPT? It will be also converted into numbers because computer understand only numbers. It doesn't understand text. So that process is called embedding. Now this in the background it is converted to embedding, and in the vector database of all the internet data vector database, it will search and identify relevant text out of your query. It will give it that particular user query and relevant data to your LM, and LLM will respond, and whatever response it has created, it will come. So the chat GPT in the background has this architecture. So I will show you one more example that I have built. So I have built an AI document chatbot. So what it can do, whatever document PDF you upload, it you can ask questions out of it. So I will show you. This is the live local host. So I am running it in my computer only. So I will just upload one budget speech. This budget is speech is from India. So latest 2024 budget was there, and the speech given by finance minister. If I look into this document, it is 32 pages. I don't want to read everything. I just want to upload, and I want to ask some questions around this. Okay, so I just uploaded this PDF and I'm doing some processing. It has processed. Now I can ask any question and it will go to that PDF, take all the input and respond back my whatever answer I have asked for. So I am asking 10 bullet points from budget speech. So it is running in the background and it is giving back whatever 10 bullet points around particular budget is. Uh, so tax reduction was there, some direct tax collection, how much it was, ease of doing business, defense technology. These are bullet points that the finance minister talked in. So there, one more question I'm asking. So budget is basically the how much the government earns and how much it spends on various schemes or whatever infrastructure. Correct. So I am asking what is the government revenue and spending. So it is saying that. Uh, I will remove this one. So it is just giving the difference. I'm asking what is the government revenue and spending. So it says the government had a receipt revenue of 27.56 lakh crore, and what was the budget estimate? It was around 30 lakh crore. So sorry, expenditure is 44 lakh crore, tax receipt is 23 lakh crore. The difference of 14 lakh crore they have borrowed from the market. So this kind of questions I can do with PDFs. So this is an AI chatbot that can learn from document, the context around that document, and whatever question you ask, it will give back. So this is a generative AI software model. So we will learn everything, and in the end, you will be able to make custom AI softwares just like this. Why to learn it? So basically, why to learn it? Okay, everything is well and good. So why to learn it? Basically, the in the current AI era, what we can say, this generative AI market right now, it is only on the cusp. It is just beginning, and in the future, it has huge potential to grow around 32% year on year. So right now it is something around 18 to 20 billion dollar market, and by 2030 it will be 10 times whatever it is right now. And it is optimistic in 2031. I will say within 5 years, 2029, it will touch around 100 billion dollars, more than that, because you can solve n number of use cases through generative AI process. Just like this mechanism, you can automate or mimic human intelligence and solve n number of use cases that we will talk about. Okay, well and good. What are the career perspective around this particular topic, or this profile? So there are three different profiles that come into the data science and AI domain in the market. In terms of work, what you will do in this profile, it is nothing different. So in every profile you will do same kind of things, but the industry has bifurcated in three different profiles. The first one is called as data scientist, AI ML engineer, Gen AI engineer. So this all same thing. So what this particular profile does is they develop AI softwares. So data science and AI. So they only develop AI softwares. So the main skill is Python, machine learning, and LLM. That is the generative AI model called as LLM. ChatGPT, Llama, from different companies, different models are there. We will learn everything. The second type of profile is business analyst or data analyst. So this particular profile, their major work is basically to get insights from data and create this kind of visual reports, to represent their insights and use those insights to grow their organization, whatever may be the use case. So grow from data insights, grow your business. That is their main goal. And in that we require this many skills: Excel, SQL, Power BI. So how to manipulate data and show it in a very good visual format and derive some strategy out of it. That is business analyst or data analyst. The third role that comes is basically data engineers or ML ops. So how it is different from both these two? So this, for example, some data scientist has developed some AI software. He has developed some model. He has trained it, everything. But to basically make an enterprise level software, you will need some mechanism to scale it, to integrate it in already built products, correct? That type of work is done through data engineers, or sometimes called as ML ops. So they basically work in the cloud platform to build whatever AI softwares the data scientists have built. So they will deploy that particular AI model in the website or app, whatever their product is. So all kind of cloud computing platform you have to learn. So our course will cover these two profiles, and this profile is entirely different. You have to learn cloud computing for this particular profile, where you will learn how to deploy machine learning models in cloud and make it scalable, and you can integrate with a number of products. So this is an entirely different mechanism ball game. So our course will cover these two profiles. I will show you what exactly it asks for these profiles. So I will go for naukri.com and I will say data science, AI, ML, what was there? Gen AI, all these things. I will search and you will see there are more than 1 lakh. Now this is from India. So from wherever you are, you can search in your place, whatever the platform around your place is. So Naukri.com is a Indian website where they give mechanism to apply for all number of jobs in India. So more than 1 lakh jobs are there. 100,000 jobs are there in the Indian market. If I'll go for freshers also, zero experience, still there are 3,300 jobs, way more than any other profile. So if I'll go with any, see here it is written data analyst, here it is written data scientist or Gen AI specialist, ML Gen AI. So there will be, in terms of work, there is no difference, but some people call it data analyst, some people call it data scientist, same thing. So here also it is asking Python, that will cover SQL, Power BI, and it is not asking for any AI related thing. That's what I said. It is not asking for any other thing other than SQL, Power BI, and some Python, and no AI machine learning kind of things. And when we go for data scientist or Gen AI specialist, in the first itself, it is saying design machine learning systems, implement ML, NLP, Gen AI algorithms, models, and tools. And it is not asking for any visual reports or anything. It is asking for RAG, that is a mechanism to make uh, this type of Gen AI architecture. So RAG is the mechanism or framework where you can define all these steps stepwise and make a custom AI out of it. So we will learn that also. So RAG, LangChain, same thing, vector database. The vector database is this, whatever text data you have converted into numeric format, so the computer can understand, and you have stored it. So all this kind of things. So you have understood the difference in the profile, right? Difference in the profile, you have to understand the difference. So whatever you, so we will cover all the things. So if I'll show you what is the course structure, so we will start with Python programming, because entire data science AI related programming is done in Python. So we will look into Python from basics to advanced, file handling, do some data analysis on whatever data we have. Then we will do data visualization both in Python as well as in Power BI also. So statistics, we will look into descriptive statistics. So all kind of statistics, we have to understand the theory behind it, and we will code it, because machine learning is nothing but mathematical model. Some mathematical model will be there. So that's why we need to understand mathematics through statistics topic. We will learn SQL and reporting tool as Power BI. Hello.
Hello.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yeah, actually, I have a question. Sorry to
yes,
disturb you.
yes.
So, are you going to teach us about the means how to develop like ChatGPT like softwares or
Yeah,
LLM,
yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah,
write the algorithm?
yeah. Because I showed you one AI software, right? This is my
Yeah, yeah.
local. I am running it in my system only. See, it is running in the background. So if I'll ask anything in the background, you see there will be some mechanism. See, here it is written something. So when I ask anything in the background,
Actually nowadays
yeah,
like data engineers or scientists jobs
yeah,
are at like in high demand.
yes.
So can we like will be eligible for such kind of jobs anywhere?
Yeah, of course, there is ample amount of job in the market. It's just a matter to learn your this particular what you can say technology. Basically, this is a new technology, right? So you have to
Yes.
just get up to date with that technology. I will also
Mm.
teach how you will use Chat GPT for
Mm.
different kind of use cases. So, for example,
Okay.
if you want to do marketing, how you will use Chat GPT for marketing, for research, for n number of mechanisms, how you will use Chat GPT. So that is
Okay.
also included in the our course. So Power BI
And
we will
how to
learn.
develop our kind of miss like
Yeah,
a version of
yeah,
our chat gpt and all
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah.
And
So
are you
through
going to
programming,
cover the programming also, miss python and everything?
Yes, yes, yes. Without Python, you will not understand anything. So we will, at the end of the course, you will be able to write Python codes and develop this kind of AI softwares, as
And
well as
data from where
whatever
we have to
AI.
fetch?
I will tell you everything, so don't
No, no,
worry.
means from the public domain or from the local, means our company's database also we can use and we
See,
can.
I cannot access your company's data. What I will do, I will train it on your you on the public data. You just have to change the source of your data to
Mhm.
uh, for your company. So I will
Okay,
show you the mechanism how to do it. So you will understand everything.
okay, okay. Thank you. Please
Yeah.
continue.
So yeah, thanks for asking. Machine learning. I will give 5 minutes for question answer also. I am just going through what all topics we will cover. So machine learning, supervised machine learning, uh, then unsupervised. So classification I talked about. Uh, what all algorithms are there for that particular classification we will cover. Unsupervised learning we will cover. Then we will cover deep learning through neural networks. We will do some computer vision. So computer vision is basically image analytics or video analytics. Anything related to image is called as computer vision. Gen AI, how to develop Gen AI industry applications. What is Gen AI? How you will, what is large language models? How they are basically work in the background. Prompt engineering, basically how to use ChatGPT. Basically prompt engineering means how you will interact with the generative AI software, how you will talk, how you will ask in such a way that it gives a very refined response. That is called as prompt engineering. We will look and use ChatGPT for our AI model and understand all the nitty gritties around the prompt engineering. Then we will develop our custom AI through the LangChain framework. So LangChain framework gives a mechanism to develop all the stepwise architecture of generative AI application in one go. So LangChain is a framework where you can do all kind of step-by-step mechanism through their functions. So LangChain is a library of framework where you can do all kind of RAG based applications, generative AI applications. So we'll look into that theory and how to develop it. We will talk about RAG, how this is used. So in the end, we will develop a custom generative AI application, and we will end it there. So it will take around 3 months of dedicated um, what you can say. It is I will say that it will be very informative, as well as if you don't, if you take this course and don't do practice, then it will be pretty hard for you. But if you go with the course and dedicate yourself to learn this topic within 2 3 months, I am absolutely sure that you will be the top person in the job market to hire. That I will basically give a commitment to, because I have trained more than two to 300 people, students, and every bit of the students, they have got internship, they got jobs. So because I have industry experience of more than 8 9 years working in this domain itself, so whatever examples I will give, it will be around industry level examples. And I know what kind of projects come in the industry, so that helps a lot. So yeah, so I will halt myself, and basically if anybody has some questions, they can ask.
So, how old is this industry and is this job profile
See,
in the
the
market?
data science profile is very old, but the
Okay,
generative AI is very recent, just 2 years.
so you are going to cover both generative AI
Both,
plus data science,
both. Yes, both.
and it will take 3 months,
3 months.
5 days a week.
5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m.
Okay, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Okay.
What I'll do, I'll just share the course content in the chat.
Yeah, please.
And also, I'll take some questions. I think you have only asked some other questions. I will see. You are on mute. Okay. At the beginning, I was in mute, so sorry about that. Any other questions? If you don't want to ask directly, you can just ping in the chat. Okay, then I am good from my side. For any further information, you can connect with Visualpath and whatever number they have provided, you can enroll for the course. Yeah, thanks a lot for joining. Have a good day.